Alrighty, hello. Doing it in the same video, but it's day 15. We are going to be reviewing how my handwriting has progressed so far, and just calming ourselves down for where we've been. It's a thunderstorm out right now. I love thunderstorms. It's very relaxing and peaceful to sleep in. But yeah, I know my the way that I'm going to be uploading these videos is going to be different. So I'm going to be done uploading them onto social media, actually, because something I've realized is I don't care much for doing all of that. I know I liked having my content divided up like this, and really being able to show these different aspects that I really enjoy, but it takes away from the wholeness of what I'm trying to show, and fall asleep to it, whatever. I don't need this to be understood. I don't need it to be seen. I make it because I like it. So that's that. And then with how I'm going to be going about uploading these videos, I've really stressed myself out unknowingly when it comes to this. It's a pattern, actually. Whenever I do get in front of the camera and make videos, I like to be very regimented in how I do an upload schedule, right? Because I like having that control over my creativity. But I'm most successful when I build things up and then release it at a later time, right? It's like bearing fruit. You get me? So you take a very good amount of time to create, and you release it when you're ready. And you don't release it all at once. You do it at a consistent pace that doesn't drain you, that lets you thrive, lets you coexist, and all those other positive adjectives, right? And currently I'm in a position where I'm really forcing this on myself, and I want to stop that. I want to enjoy this to the fullest extent, especially with the types of thought that I'm going down as well. I think I deserve the respect of patience like that. Yeah. But I don't even know how I'm gonna do this, honestly. But well, actually, let's write for day 15. Do the alphabet and all that, and then I'll take some clips from the previous days, and we can move on like that. Yeah. So today as well, I'm gonna take my time writing it because I've been getting comfortable and moving faster, but the precision that I was really fighting for when I first started has been lost in just doing it. So that's another thing. So let me get this situated. Okay. Man, I can't wait to go to sleep. I still have to go to the gym too, I put a lot of oh my god, I can't even talk possibly. I can't even talk properly. But I put a lot of responsibility on myself. It's good, it's good to have projects. It's good to have these things that motivate us. But I think today has really allowed me to see that I put these onto myself as a way to try and validate my own work and validate myself. something that I really have struggled with is just not being validated for just being me. And that is something that really sucks, but we have to work through. Okay. Oopsies. But yeah, we're done writing. Okay, before I reflect, I kind of just want to talk about social media, I guess. Cause I was spamming my TikTok today, and I feel like I really let go of that past version of me that was really terrified to be seen. And it's hard, it really is. And with how the social media landscape has gone about, I feel like it really encourages people to be silent and just watch, and maybe I'm wrong, but my intuition tells me that it's not even a silent observer in a way that is like caring. It's a silent observer of comparison. We're comparing ourselves to the person that we're watching, or we're comparing the person that we're watching to other people. And it's not conducive for fucking anything. It's a headache. I can't stand it. And my particular beef is with Instagram, because I feel like it encourages that type of behavior the most, of not really providing like a real conversation, any real communication in between the individuals. And maybe I've just had a terrible experience, but if social media and technology is supposed to be used to amplify our lives, then why the fuck is it just making us feel shit? Well, it is amplifying us, just amplifying all the shitty aspects of us. And we don't want to do better for some reason. Too lazy, too apathetic, whatever other negative adjective. Does it matter? No. But literally, I just over it, I guess you can say. One of my friends, he deleted his Instagram, and today, I always understood it. I was like, yeah, I get it. But before I was like, oh well, I don't want to delete it. I still had a girlfriend that I was talking to, so we was some stuff, but I wasn't even getting communication on that shit anyway. So does it matter? No. And now I'm single and alone, and I can really reflect about how I'm really participating in these things, and honestly, I want to delete it and just not think about it. I want to have my spam account and just spam that, but that's where I post. That's where I feel more free in comparison. So I think I'm gonna do that. Burp. But yeah. And honestly, when it comes to this series, I think it's just gonna find whoever it's meant to find, honestly, because with everything that I'm about, it's not about providing entertainment, it's about making you think. People don't want to think. So It's gonna find who it's gonna find. I think this weekend I'm gonna take this time to apply myself in a new manner, so that this next like batch of uploads, when I'm finishing this out, goes well. Like, it's just a lot, I guess. I don't know. This humidity has me like going crazy. I'm not gonna lie. It's hot as hell up here, and it just rained, so it's like muggy as shit too. But yeah, I don't like social media. I don't like current society. I want to be more sociable, but I feel like a lot of people are just annoying. Sorry. I mean, like, people are cool. You know, everybody I talk to is cool. But, like, I talked about it in the article I uploaded today on Labor and Love, or Labor of Love. There's that lack of genuine care is what stifles us from living a life that we care about. I feel like a lot of people want to act as if they don't have free will. Actually, this is a conversation that I do enjoy. So, what really like started me on my whole intellectual journey was I was questioning if freedom existed, and it does and it does not. It's paradoxical, like all of life, but in short, like all that you have the freedom for is choice, but you choose what you're enslaved to. So I think that for most people, they choose to stay mentally enslaved to the systems that have been placed upon them, not to think too deeply about it and just continue as if this is the way things have always been, when it's not. And then the other one is the choice of self-determination. It's the harder choice. It's the path of struggle. It's the path of loneliness. But it's also the path of happiness, and not of a fleeting material happiness that fucks up your dopamine receptors, but happiness that is a state of being that is forever beside us. You know, a big theme throughout this series so far is about how we need standards for ourselves, and a lot of people set their standards for happiness way too high for no reason. They set their standards for happiness at some ridiculous degree, and then they set their standards for disappointment on the fucking floor. And then you're gonna sit there saying, my life is terrible. What sense does that make? Like, people confuse me, bro. People confuse me. And I don't really want to understand them. I mean, I do. But I want to understand my mind. And I miss being in love as well. I'm a lover boy. You know, that partnership, it provides a certain sense of security and confidence that we desire, right? It's the extension out of self-love, and it's very important to know how to love yourself before you give yourself to a partner, because that miscommunication will ruin you. Right? But in that same method, you know, you have to be partnered with yourself first. We have two sides of us, right? And under conformity, we're taught to really understand one side at a time and forget about the other. And that is obviously going to cause discrepancies in how we understand ourselves, right? So not only is it that we want to be loved by something external of us, but it is a requirement to know how to love yourself to the infinite depth, the unconditional depth that we yearn for, right? You can't ask someone to love you and not love yourself. That is ridiculous. And this series has just been a lesson of love, right? Love, 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 love. All I'm talking about is love, because that's all that this is. Every form of expression that I participate in is another form of love that I'm participating in. It's another form of self-love. It's just another form of care that I want to express upon the world. Every bit of communication. And I guess it'll just come with misunderstanding. It'll come with isolation. It'll come with loneliness. But I believe in myself above all else. But yeah, sorry. I just needed to get that out there. Okay, so let's review what we've got so far. Okay, so we got the day one writing. It took me forever to write this. I'll put the clip up. But yeah, it took me very long to write this. My handwriting was very shaky, and I was just doing something new, getting comfortable. As we move along, my handwriting stays shaky. I think it's still shaky, but it starts to tighten up a little bit. I'm trying to imitate what I've known, right? And we're getting better with the writing, but I think it's on day 5 is where I got really comfortable, especially when I'm looking at the alphabet between these days. The consistency is starting to pay off, and my B was really good on day 5. And then I was in a rush over here. I think I was drunk on that day, actually. I don't remember, honestly. But yeah, it's chill. I need to do the both hand stuff again. That was actually really useful in my development so far. Day 8, that was also very tight. It was very loose, but it pays off. Right, and now we can really see this comfort with my looseness. Right, I let go of that rigidity that I was really trying to hold on to in the earlier side of these days, into just letting myself flow with the pen. And I think that's where I was really growing with it. I was getting more comfortable with making the mistakes, and that really propelled me forward, and I'm very happy about that. Yeah, and then we got the stuff from this week. Yeah, the little changes really do make itself known, but with where we're at right now, honestly, I think that the most important lesson has honestly just been on the speed and the comfort and letting myself flow with this other aspect to me. I don't think most people are really gonna get this. I don't care. But literally, like, this is a new skill, and even in our technological age, I don't know how oh my god, lighting. Sorry, but even in our technological age, I don't know how much value ambidexterity is really going to have. But this isn't simply just about like writing ambidexterity. Brushing my teeth, using scissors, driving, opening doors, jars, all those types of things, you know. This is about shaking up how I live. Yeah. And like that's the thing about this series, man. It's not particularly fun. It's deeper. I want people to think. I get annoyingly deep about it, you know. I post this shit on social media and I know people are fucking hating on me or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I'm just assuming, but I know people are mean, you know. And knowing people are mean, that just helps me assume, for real. And like, especially knowing who I was in the past, I'm not shocked, you know. I don't expect people to fucking understand who I am. And like, why should I? People don't talk to me. Fuck them. So it's just like, I'm just pushing on. But yeah, I'm gonna edit this up later. I don't even know if I'm gonna upload this on Friday, honestly. Maybe on a fucking Saturday. Who knows? Cause it's time for something different. I need to just change. Alright, I'll see ya.